Me and Harry Anderson. I knew him, met him several times, 4 or 5 times in 1982-83, right here at the Laff Stop. This is a comedy club that was real big in the 80s. Seinfeld played here, Kevin Nealon played here, Harry Anderson played here, and a bunch of others. But Seinfeld and Kevin Nealon, I would go to the bar after the show and talk to them, and it was pretty interesting. Harry Anderson never talked to me at the bar. He was more aloof. He didn't hang around and talk to people. But this was before Seinfeld had his show. This was right before Harry Anderson got Night Court also. He was guest starring on Cheers. He knew me first in 1982. There was a magician's meeting, a club. We had an auction of magic equipment at the Allen Parkway Inn on Allen Parkway in Houston, Texas. And that is where the people that are performers stay. The Laff Stop puts him at the Allen Park Inn. So he was there. So he came to the auction, and I bought something from him. No, he bought something from me, that's what it was. And I asked him a question. I don't see you on Cheers as a guest star. What episodes are you in? But I was 17 and stupid. I didn't know anything. And he goes, well, just keep watching. You'll see me. That's the first time he saw me. Then he probably saw me writing down material that he was doing on a napkin at the Laff Stop there. I was sitting in the middle of the room about 3 tables in. I'm sure he saw what I was doing. And then about a week later, I snuck into his 30th birthday party upstairs at the Laff Stop by talking to Kirk Pipkin, his good friend. It was his 30th birthday party and celebration of him getting the judge role on Night Court. This is right at the end of him being a guest star on Cheers, and I guess he didn't want me up there. The owner came and got me as I was talking to Kirk Pipkin, because I saw Harry Anderson across the room, having a good time, drinking, whatever. And the owner of the Laff Stop came and said, let me talk to you outside. He brought me down and he said, you're going to have to leave. And he didn't tell me why. I can't remember. And then a few days later, when I went back, because I went like once a week, he came out and talked to me again and said, I'll have to kick you out forever. You're banned because you snuck into Harry Anderson's birthday party without his permission. So I was a stupid young kid. I got back in later on. It wasn't the end of the world. I was pretty depressed. That's why I have a bad impression of Harry Anderson, because he got me kicked out of the Laff Stop and had to beg my way back in. Another time when I met him, this was between these events, he got out of a car while I was getting my ticket to the Laff Stop, and I was real young and stupid. I didn't know they had limos for everybody. Of course, he was very famous back then, so he would go to the bar and talk to people. Anyway, and I said, wow, they give you a car and everything. He goes, yeah, that's right, they give me a car and everything. Like I was an idiot, which I was. So anyway, this is all the times I met him. I've met a lot of famous people at the Laff Stop. It's really incredible. But these are the memories I have of Harry Anderson. So hope you enjoy the news part of the video. It's coming up soon. Time goes by and you remember weird things. That's all I know. I made the next part of the video about him dying in 2018, right after he died, because I wanted to record what I knew back then. But I've thought about it recently, just because I'm semi-retired and I'm not busy all the time, and I've remembered all these events and I put them together in my head, and I should have got kicked out. I shouldn't have been sneaking into his party. Anyway, the news reports on his death was made 8 years ago. Live long and prosper. Harry Anderson, who lived in Austin, Texas for a good while when he was young, performing on the street, passed away Monday, April 17, 2018. Before his signature role on NBC's Night Court, Anderson played a con man, Harry the Hat, on Cheers, constantly trying to scam Sam out of drinks and bar money. He was the bar owner, Sam Malone, played by Ted Danson. Anderson was a Rhode Island native, and he gained fame as a stand-up comic who used sleight of hand in his act, appearing on Saturday Night Live before he was cast on Cheers. His best-known role was playing magic-loving eccentric judge Harry T. Stone on the sitcom Night Court, which aired 9 seasons on NBC from '84 to 1992. After the show ended, Anderson was cast as a lead role in the sitcom Dave's World on CBS, based on Pulitzer Prize-winning humorist Dave Barry. That ran from '93 to '97. The Associated Press quoted People magazine saying that Anderson disappeared from Hollywood and resurfaced as the owner of a New Orleans magic shop and bar called Oswald's. He tried to help rebuild New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina. They would hold meetings for the community at his bar and stuff like that, and he really tried to help. But he left New Orleans in 2006 and moved to North Carolina with his wife, where he retired, had basically kept a low profile, and then passed away this past Monday.